Shop Alter Ego were hinting that they were coming out with something new, and they were showing us the outside of the packaging, and everyone was kind of going, I wonder, is it pastels? And it actually is. Now, if you don't know Shop Alter Ego, they're quite a good, affordable brand. They tend to have made their name from duping more expensive brands like Huda, Natasha Denona. And if you are very eagle-eyed, you will see that this is very, very similar to Natasha Denona's own pastel palette, but this is a much more affordable option. I have to say a massive thank you to Makeup on Your Radar for the information on this and for the pictures. Let's discuss this one. So where the Natasha Denona palettes will set you back about $70, they're so expensive, this is going to set you back $22. So it's definitely great for those who are on a budget. I will say I'm a big fan of Natasha Denona. I have all of her palettes. I'm even an affiliate. However, not everyone can afford that, and it is always nice to have some more affordable dupes out there. And I do feel like the pastel palette from Natasha Denona wasn't really as popular as the rest of hers, but it definitely kind of like filled a hole in her collection. That sounded really wrong, but you know what I mean. Pastels themselves can be very, very difficult to formulate, so I'd be interested to see what the story is with this particular one on deeper skin tones, because usually they pull kind of ashy and grey, but this has the potential to be really, really nice. Now, I obviously won't be getting this because I have the Natasha Denona, but this is a really great little alternative if you haven't been able to get the other one. The swatches themselves don't look too bad. Again, I'd like to see them on a more diverse skin tone to get more of an idea from this. As with the Natasha Denona, I don't feel this is really like a one and done eyeshadow palette, and like that pop of green in there, you know, that chartreuse green feels a little bit like, where did that one come from? Like, it's a bit disjointed, but it's definitely quite appropriate for this time of year, so I don't hate it. While I totally appreciate brands making affordable dupes of more expensive palettes, I kind of wish they made their own distinct thing rather than taking other people's ideas. Like, they haven't even really bothered to reformat it that much. I think that could have been really quite interesting, or they could have made them into like little, I don't know, 6 pans or 9 pans or something, like edited it down so that it wasn't all of the unnecessary stuff that we saw with Natasha. Like, there's an opportunity for elevating, and I think they could do that. Dupes are great, but when they're straight out copies, it can be quite difficult. But again, fantastic for people who can't get the more expensive brands. And I mean, if you want to treat yourself, why not? It's $22. I have one Alter Ego palette, and it was the Metropolis dupe. And I got that because the Metropolis was no longer available at the time. And it's not bad. It's definitely not up there with Natasha Denona quality, but the colour stories are quite nice. Let me know what you guys think. Are you interested in this? Are you as confused about the inclusion of the chartreuse as I am? Because I was also confused about that with Natasha Denona. And I'm like, Alter Ego, you could have changed that. You could have like rectified that silly little problem. But that's just me being very pernickety. Let me know what you guys think down below.